Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. In this module, we'll explore the end-to-end journey of an inbound voice call, from the customer's very first dial, through routing and queuing, all the way to agent resolution and closure. Let's begin with the pre-queue stage. This stage includes everything that happens before a customer is placed in a waiting line, and it's critical because it defines the very first impression. It starts with call origination, the moment a customer dials the number, whether it's toll-free, direct, or local. From there, the carrier and switch handling process routes the call into the contact center's telephony platform, such as the PBX or ACD. The next step is the interactive voice response, or IVR. Here, the customer hears greetings, legal disclaimers, or branded welcome messages. The IVR identifies intent, either through keypad selections or speech recognition, and can authenticate the caller using caller ID, account credentials, one-time passwords, or even voice biometrics. For routine needs, the IVR may also deflect the customer to self-service, like balance inquiries or password resets. Finally, the routing decision engine comes into play. This combines business rules with AI-driven logic to decide the best path for the call, whether to a live agent, a skill group, or a virtual assistant. It takes into account language preference, customer tier, urgency, and real-time agent availability. The impact of this stage is powerful. A smooth, intuitive pre-queue experience sets the tone for the entire journey, reduces frustration, and significantly improves first call resolution. Now let's move into the queue stage. This stage begins when no agent is immediately available and the customer's call is placed in a waiting line. The first step is queue placement. Here, the call is held in either a live queue or a virtual queue until an agent becomes free. During the wait, the customer's experience is carefully managed. They may hear music on hold, branded promotional messages, or receive announcements about their estimated wait time. In many centers, customers are offered callback options or virtual hold services to avoid frustration from long waits. Some centers also apply priority queuing, giving VIP customers shorter wait times. Behind the scenes, real-time queue management comes into play. Workforce management systems and AI tools constantly monitor traffic. They can dynamically reroute calls, balance workloads, or trigger overflow to backup sites whenever the main queue is under pressure. The impact of this stage cannot be overstated. The quality of the wait experience directly affects call abandonment rates, service level performance, and most importantly, customer satisfaction. Finally, we move into the post-queue stage. This begins the moment the customer exits the queue and continues until the interaction is fully closed. First, the call is offered to an agent. The ACD, or Automatic Call Distributor, delivers the call to the best available agent, while screen pops provide customer details and intent for faster, more personalized handling. Next comes the agent interaction. Here, active listening, empathy, and problem-solving are critical. AI-powered real-time assist tools may provide suggestions, troubleshooting guidance, or even upsell opportunities. If the issue cannot be resolved immediately, the call may be transferred, escalated, or scheduled for a callback. Once the conversation ends, agents complete their after-call work. This includes logging notes, selecting disposition codes, and scheduling any necessary follow-up actions. The journey doesn't end there. Post-call customer touchpoints are equally important. Surveys such as CSAT, NPS, or CES may be triggered instantly. Customers may also receive confirmation messages via email or SMS to reassure them that their issue has been addressed. At the same time, analytics systems capture data for performance, compliance, and sentiment analysis. The impact of this stage is decisive. It shapes the customer's final perception, drives their loyalty, and even opens opportunities for future upsell or cross-sell. Let's begin with the pre-offered stage. This stage includes everything that happens before the call is actually presented to an agent, and it's critical because it defines the customer's entry experience. The journey starts with call origination, when a customer dials the contact center number, whether toll-free, DID, or local. From there, the telecom carrier routes the call into the contact center's telephony system, such as the PBX or ACD. Next comes the interactive voice response, or IVR. This system plays welcome or branding messages and any necessary legal disclosures. It captures the customer's intent, either through menu selections or speech recognition, and can authenticate the caller using ANI, account numbers, one-time passwords, or even biometrics. In many cases, the IVR can also deflect simple interactions to self-service options such as balance checks, password resets, or frequently asked questions. The final step in this stage is the routing decision engine. This applies business rules combined with AI-powered routing to direct the call to the right skill group or agent. Factors like customer priority, language preference, intent, and real-time availability are all considered to ensure the best fit. The impact of this stage is significant. A smart, seamless pre-offered experience sets the first impression, improves containment, reduces misrouted calls, and creates the foundation for higher first call resolution. Now we move into the offered stage. This is the point where the call is formally presented to an agent, or, if no agent is free, placed into a queue. If no agent is immediately available, the customer is placed in a live or virtual queue. During this time, the experience is carefully managed. Customers may hear music or branded messages, receive announcements about their estimated wait time, or be offered callback or virtual hold options to avoid waiting on the line. For priority customers such as VIPs, specialized routing ensures they spend less time waiting. When an agent becomes available, the call is delivered by the automatic call distributor, or ACD, to the best fit agent. At this moment, a screen pop provides the agent with the customer's profile, their intent, and relevant context from previous interactions or journey history. AI tools often augment this with additional insights to support faster, more personalized service. The impact of this stage is clear. Efficient call offering reduces wait times, improves service levels, and helps agents deliver a more contextual and personalized experience. Finally, we move into the post-offered stage. This stage covers everything that happens after the agent has received the call, right through to closure. It begins with the agent interaction. Here, active listening, empathy, and effective problem resolution are critical. AI-powered real-time assist supports the agent by providing guidance, compliance checks, and even upsell or cross-sell cues. If the issue cannot be resolved immediately, the call may be escalated, transferred, or scheduled for a follow-up. Once the conversation ends, the agent completes their after-call work, also known as ACW. This includes logging notes, selecting disposition codes, and scheduling any necessary follow-up tasks. Finally, post-call customer touchpoints are triggered. These may include automated surveys such as CSAT, NPS, or CES, which capture the customer's feedback. Customers may also receive confirmation messages via SMS or email to reassure them that their issue has been resolved. Meanwhile, Analytics systems capture data for quality monitoring, compliance checks, and sentiment analysis. The impact of this stage is profound. It defines the customer's final perception, strengthens loyalty, reduces the risk of churn, and creates opportunities for upselling and long-term engagement. Let's begin with the pre-answered stage. This stage includes everything that happens before the call is answered by an agent, and it plays a key role in defining accessibility and the customer's first impression. It starts with call origination and network handling. The customer dials the number, whether toll-free, DID, or local, and the telecom carrier routes the call into the contact center platform, such as the PBX or ACD. Next comes the interactive voice response, or IVR. This system plays welcome messages, branding, or compliance disclosures. It captures the customer's intent through menu selections or speech recognition and can authenticate the customer using caller ID, account numbers, one-time passwords, or even biometrics. For simple needs, the IVR may also offer self-service options such as balance checks, password resets, or FAQs. Finally, routing and queuing take place. AI-driven business rules determine the best agent or skill group to handle the interaction. If no agent is available, the call enters a queue with on-hold music, announcements, estimated wait time notifications, or even a callback option to minimize frustration. The impact of this stage is critical. A well-designed pre-answered experience makes the customer feel acknowledged and guided smoothly before reaching a live agent, setting the tone for the rest of the interaction. Now we move into the answered stage, the live agent interaction window, which is truly the heart of the inbound journey. At this point, the automatic call distributor, or ACD, delivers the call to the most suitable available agent. A screen pop provides the agent with valuable context, including the caller's details, their intent, and even past interaction history. From here, the agent takes over. They greet the customer, demonstrate active listening, and show empathy. Their primary goal is to identify the customer's need and work toward resolving it efficiently. AI-powered real-time assist supports the agent by suggesting responses, troubleshooting guides, and even upsell or cross-sell opportunities. If the issue cannot be resolved immediately, the agent may escalate, transfer, or schedule a follow-up. The impact of this stage is critical. The quality of the interaction directly influences first call resolution, customer satisfaction, and long-term loyalty. Finally, we arrive at the post-answered stage. This stage begins once the live conversation ends and focuses on closure, follow-up, and continuous improvement. The first step is after-call work, or ACW. Here, the agent documents important notes, selects the appropriate disposition codes, and logs any follow-up tasks to ensure continuity of service. Next, customer touchpoints are triggered. These include automated confirmations via SMS or email to reassure the customer, as well as immediate survey invitations such as CSAT, NPS, or CES to capture valuable feedback while the experience is still fresh. At the same time, analytics and feedback mechanisms record performance data. This includes reporting on resolution quality, compliance checks, and sentiment analysis. These insights are then fed back into the system to strengthen future operations. The impact of this stage is significant. It shapes the customer's final perception of the interaction, ensures proper closure, and generates insights that drive better customer experiences moving forward. Let's begin with the pre-abandon stage. This stage covers everything that happens before the customer decides to hang up, and it's where the foundation of their patience and perception is built. The journey starts with call origination and entry, as the customer dials in and the call enters the IVR or ACD platform. From here, the IVR interaction begins. The system plays greetings, branding, or compliance messages and collects the caller's intent. At the same time, it validates customer information and may even provide quick self-service options such as balance checks or password resets. If the call requires human assistance, it moves to queue placement. Here, the customer is placed in a live or virtual queue if no agent is immediately available. During this period, their experience is shaped by what they hear, from hold music and estimated wait time announcements to callback offers or informational messages. In some cases, priority handling ensures that VIP customers are routed ahead of others. The key risk point in this stage is clear. If the hold time feels too long or the communication isn't clear, frustration builds quickly and customers are far more likely to abandon the call before reaching an agent. Now let's move into the abandoned stage. This is the point where the customer drops the call before they are ever connected to an agent. There are different types of abandonment to be aware of. Early abandonment happens when a customer hangs up quickly after entering the IVR queue. Abandonment occurs when the caller disconnects while waiting in line. And mid-process abandonment takes place when the customer drops off during self-service or authentication steps. Several contributing factors drive abandonment. Long wait times are the most common. A lack of callback or virtual hold options often leaves customers feeling trapped. Confusing IVR navigation, along with poorly timed or repetitive announcements, can also lead to frustration and disconnection. The impact of high abandonment is serious. It directly lowers customer satisfaction, increases SLA compliance risks, results in lost revenue opportunities, and can damage overall brand perception. Finally, we come to the post-abandoned stage. This stage focuses on what happens after the customer has dropped the call, and more importantly, how the organization can turn that lost interaction into an opportunity to recover trust. The first step is callbacks and outreach. Proactive follow-up calls to high-value customers show that their time is valued. Automated SMS or email notifications can also acknowledge the missed interaction and reassure the customer that help is still available. Next comes analytics and root cause analysis. By tracking abandonment rates at specific intervals, such as within 30 or 60 seconds, and identifying drivers like long wait times, staffing gaps, or IVR drop-offs, contact centers can pinpoint exactly where the friction occurs. Finally, operational adjustments close the loop. This can mean adjusting workforce forecasts to reduce wait times, strengthening callback and virtual hold mechanisms, or improving IVR design to eliminate confusing or repetitive navigation paths. The impact here is powerful. Effective post-abandon strategies can transform a negative experience into a recovery opportunity, protecting revenue, restoring trust, and reinforcing long-term customer loyalty. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.